95.5 WFMS. Jim, Deb, and Kevin, and may the 4th be with you.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's May 4th.
Mm-hmm.
May the 4th be with you.
If you've not yet been on social media today, everybody is posting that.
I'll be posting ours.
Oh,
we
I
have
know.
one.
I know.
We have one.
Get to it, sissy.
May the 4th.
Because everybody's doing it. May the 4th be
Now,
with you.
if you're not a Star Wars fan, which is Kevin,
yeah, I'm right.
I would say I fall in that category,
Yeah.
too. I've not seen all the movies. I can't keep up with them. If you're not going to put them in order, it's too much work.
Yeah.
And so you may not know what we're talking about, but obviously, May the 4th.
May the Force.
Fourth.
In movies.
Yes.
Force be with you.
Force
This
be
is
with
May
you.
the 4th, the date.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Well,
We was
Jim's
just
so nice
explaining
to
that.
explain.
Wow, I didn't think we
case
had to
you-
explain it. That
Well,
was pretty
yeah.
Well, if
obvious.
you're not a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. I like Star Wars.
Yeah.
My son was right at that age.
Oh, my son's all over it.
Yeah, so we saw them all. And maybe there's some that we saw we didn't see. I slept through it, maybe, possibly. Morning. 95.5 WFMS, and good morning. It is a Thursday, and how about a little good news?
All
Do that?
right. We love to
Okay.
share good news with you when we have it
Well,
in front of us.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah. A deaf woman, this is interesting. A deaf woman in the UK has a 2-year-old cat who alerts her when the phone is ringing.
Oh, really?
The cat has no special training. It just kind of learned this on her own. The cat now, because of this, is a finalist in the National Cat Award. Didn't know there was one, but it's one of 12 finalists.
Oh.
But a cat that alerts its owner that the phone is ringing. And I might want to look into this. Leg lengthening surgery is becoming more common. NBC News just did a profile on a 26-year-old guy who went from 5'7" to 5'10".
What?
They
That's a stretch.
there we go. It's not cheap. It's like $100,000, but they literally put rods in your legs, make you taller. I don't think it's worth it.
That sounds, well, first of all, way too expensive, but it sounds painful.
Yeah, very painful.
Yeah.
And if you've ever had kidney stones, you know how painful that can be. A woman heard that roller coasters can help you pass kidney stones. So she flew to Disney World to ride Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And it worked.
It worked?
The morning after she rode the ride, she passed the kidney stone.
Wow.
So there
how
you
about
go.
that?
Oh, my gosh. Who knew?
Who knew? Riding a roller coaster could make you pass kidney stones. That's some good news for you at 6:10.
95.5 WFMS. Jim, Debbie, Kevin, good things come to an end.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't necessarily a good thing, but
I could see why, but the old days of couponing is it's still around. It's just a new way of doing it.
right.
Kroger announced, which by the way, they're the largest grocery store chain in America. They're ditching the printed coupons
Okay.
and the ads that you used to get in the newspapers
Oh,
and
sure.
That's
flyers.
going to be a problem.
Those are gone. They're all going to be done online.
Yeah, I don't think everybody's going to like that.
Well-
Some of the extreme couponers have their file folder.
Right.
Yeah.
And they like to put them inside the
But
laminate
think about
part.
it. The time you save, you won't be clipping them then, and you would have them organized digitally. Now, if you really want to hold them and be able to do that, you can pick them up at the store, they said. But they're not going to mail them out
Oh, so they will exist in some fashion.
in a very limited fashion
to get 'em at the
paper. The
store.
rest is all digital. So you would just, as you're shopping, you go, oh, there's peanut butter. Hey, I wonder if they got a coupon for peanut butter. Type in peanut butter, and there it is. So, I mean, it in a sense makes sense.
I think
'cause
Meyer's
we do
already
so much
doing
of
this with Imperks. It's already digital.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
But Kroger's the first major grocery store chain that is doing it. It says the largest grocery store chain in America. So
See, I
ditching
think
the
some
printed
people
coupons.
did it, like you said, as a hobby. They have the paper
Oh,
clip.
yeah. I see people stopping in the aisle. They're looking through their little book, and I
Yeah.
walk by going, the time it's taking you to do that, you can just get it.
Yeah.
That probably pays for your few cents that you're saving. I don't tell them that, but I think
Right.
it.
Did you guys ever do that? Your parents ever do the coupon? I used to hate. My mom would give me a coupon and say, hey, when you go to the store, use this, and I would forget.
I'd always forget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do cut them out when I get them, and like I'm out of dishwasher soap, and I saw one where I could save $1.19. So I'm not knocking it, but it's
Yeah.
you forget to take it when you need
Right,
it.
right,
Well, the phone is always with you, so the idea is it'll be right there.
Well, maybe
Right.
it'll be more convenient. We'll
Yeah.
save more money.
right. Might like the phone go dead. Oh,
No,
man.
my luck. I forget my phone.
Yeah, good
Stuff
point.
you're buying's never on. It's always like, well, it's not on sale.
Is that on sale?
I got to use some other brand. I don't want that brand.
95.5 WFMS. It's Jim, Deb, and Kevin. I mentioned, too, my son is getting married in August, so we've been planning weddings. But there's some things that have changed. They're changed for budgetary.
Oh, budgetary.
Well, these are new rules for 2023.
New rules, right.
So it's not just for budget reasons. They're saying
Yeah, but there's
these
some
are
good stuff there.
Well, you look at it that way.
Yeah.
They're saying no more outdoor weddings for 2023. They're saying it's kind of done because there's so many factors that weigh into that. What's the weather going to be
Weather's
like?
an issue, yes.
How's the
but
seating
I
going
love
to be?
outdoor weddings. They're so pretty.
They're out. No kids at weddings.
Now,
What?
how can you do that?
You can't just tell people not to. Well, although it happens all the time, it'll say like Mr. and Mrs. Greg Honeycutt, and then when the kids, we had younger kids, they weren't on the envelope, which
Right.
means they're not
They're not invited.
Oh, is
yeah.
that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Another one is a new wedding rule for 2023: no gifts. No gifts.
I'm sure the bride and groom's like, I don't like this trend.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
That's kind of how you get started.
The idea is
you
that
know?
you can give them gifts throughout the entire first year of their marriage.
But you
it doesn't
won't.
have to be at that wedding
Oh.
where
Right.
you bring the gift and the whole process.
I don't agree with
Because then
that.
it's the hassle for the bride and groom to get
Haul
the
it
gifts
all
home
off, yeah.
and all that
Make sure
kind
That's
of
what the
cards are
parents do.
together.
And finally, no posed photos.
This is weird to me.
You know, where the staged photo where you all
Yeah,
stand
all
up in front of the
stand together.
ceremony of the church. And
where you get like the bride's side of the family
Yes.
and the groom's
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
all
Yeah.
the groomsmen.
Those are done. They say it just
Really? It's
It's more
candid pictures.
candid?
Yep, candid
Oh,
pictures
wow.
are better.
Really?
That's interesting.
Because they used to have, I mean, you can have those.
But
I
then you
think
also do the
gotta-
formal photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah.
posed photos.
Yeah.
More in the article said that the meals, no more big fancy meals. At least that's what the trend is.
What?
Because so many people have dietary restrictions. They're vegans. They're vegetarians.
what do
Whatever
they
it might
eat?
be. So it forces you, if you're having a wedding that has a dinner, you got to offer that meal.
That's stressful.
so
Yeah,
they're
that's
saying
true.
just go to something simple. You know, it can't be nuts because people have a nut allergy. But
Fruit snacks for everybody.
there you go.
Well, that's not
Fruit
gonna,
snacks
that's
and
not
those
gonna
little
fill you up.
I like that.
You
yeah.
could just do mince and
punch.
cake, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
But how rude is that? Like, do you put on the invite? Please eat before you
Yeah.
arrive.
It's brown bag wedding.
It's funny you say that. In the article, it mentioned that don't have the wedding around the dinner hour.
That's true.
Have it earlier in the day or
Yeah.
later in the evening and make it a dessert. My niece got married and theirs was later in the evening and it was a dessert.
That's a
the,
great
The
idea.
reception was all about dessert.
I talked to someone the other day, and their daughter was having a Thursday night wedding. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
It's popular. She
Is it
said.
cheaper?
It's cheaper.
There you
It
go.
is.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
right.
discount.
We're doing Friday night.
Okay,
So
Friday
it's
night.
a little less
Yeah.
expensive than the
Oh
Saturday.
shoot! I don't think I'm available on Friday. Sorry.
Yeah, I need a cake.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Have you considered the Justice is the Peace Night?
Oh, yes.
Go to
Oh,
them.
yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, there's no buffet there.
95.5 WFM. Ask Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Deb's got your daily dirt and some advice from Miranda Lambert.
Yeah, she's turning into a life coach. We're going to share that here in about 30 seconds. But first, Jamie Foxx posted on Instagram saying, I appreciate all the love, feeling blessed. That's the first we've heard from him
Yeah.
since he was hospitalized
Yeah.
3 weeks ago. He was actually on the set of a movie that he's doing with Cameron Diaz. And
Wow.
they're calling it suffered a medical complication, but we're not sure. The details regarding that have not been released. But at least he's awake now. They
Right.
say he's awake and alert. And was wanting his fans to know that he appreciates the support. Also, The Boot ranked the top songs for graduation and gave the top spot to Humble and Kind by Tim McGraw.
That's a good
I
one.
think that's probably
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
it is a really
I could
good
agree
one.
with
Yeah,
that,
it's kind of like a message on
Yeah.
how to move forward in life. The rest of the top 5 are I Hope You Dance, which
Of
has always
course.
been a hit,
Gotta
by
be.
Leanne Womack. Letter to Me by Brad Paisley.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Ready, Set, Don't Go by Billy Ray Cyrus.
Forgot about that
Yeah,
one.
and My Wish by Rascal
yeah.
Flatts. Those are all great ones.
Can't
But
argue with any of those.
I actually think that I Hope You Dance might be at the top for me, but I love that list. Miranda Lambert remembers struggling to find her own way when she was breaking into country music, and she says you can't give up. Now that she's made it, I love this. She wants to kick the doors open for other girls because she says when one wins, we all win.
Oh, okay.
And I love this. There's no competition for her.
And I think she can kick a door open, too.
I
So
do.
I think that's nice.
Kick a door open and kick you down if you want. So, yeah, I think she can hold her own.
Yeah.
727, that is Deb's Daily Dirt. It's sponsored by Mark Dietel Realty.
It's time for another round of Can't Beat Deb, and our contestant on the line here is Anthony. Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning.
What side of town you from?
From south side of Indy.
From the south side? All right. Well, here's how we play.
Anthony, we're going to ask you 5 questions. Of course, we asked Deb those exact same 5 questions. If you get more right than Deb, you win. But if she gets more right than you, or if she ties you, she wins. And if you're ready, let's start with question number 1.
All right, here we go. Question 1. 50% of homeowners say a well-maintained lawn is very important to them. Now, in golf, what is the name of the area nearest the hole that you putt from?
The green.
Question 2. A majority of adults say they've ended a relationship because the other person was a bad kisser. Now, what is PDA?
Public display of affection.
Question 3. According to Vanderbilt University, multitasking causes stress. Now, that being said, who multitask better, men or women?
Women.
Question 4. You can improve your mood in seconds by simply peeling an orange. Now, true or false, oranges are technically a berry.
True.
And question 5, the Kentucky Derby is this weekend. Now, what is the traditional drink of the Kentucky Derby?
I'll say milk.
Okay, there's our 5 questions. Let's bring Deb back in the room and see how she does. It's back to Can't Beat Deb. Deb is back in the studio now, and say hello to Anthony from the South Side.
Hi, Anthony from the South Side.
I did.
He did quite well.
Did he really?
should
Because
be.
Anthony seems a little reserved.
You know what?
Well, don't
Maybe
let that
he's
fool
questioning how he did.
That's
Don't let
just
that
an
fool you.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Question 1. 50% of homeowners say a well-maintained lawn is very important to them. Now, in golf, what is the name of the area nearest the hole that you putt from?
I don't know anything about golf. The area nearest the hole that you putt from.
That you putt from.
The green. Is it?
That's
Oh, I
correct.
just totally
And Anthony
guessed.
knew that too, so everybody scores. It's Deb 1, Anthony 1.
All right, question 2. A majority of adults say they've ended a relationship because the other person was a bad kisser.
Ew.
Now, what is PDA?
That is, my dad hated it. Public display of affection.
That's
He
correct.
said it wasn't necessary.
And Anthony knew that too, so everybody scores. Deb 2, Anthony 2. Good game going.
All right, question 3. According to Vanderbilt University, multitasking causes stress. Now, that being said, who multitask better, men or women?
Women.
That's correct. And Anthony knew that too, so again, everybody scores. Deb 2, Anthony 2.
All right,
I'm
question.
sorry. Deb 3, Anthony 3.
Question 4. You can improve your mood in seconds by simply peeling an orange. Now, true or false, oranges are technically a berry.
Oh, don't do this. These trick questions. True or false? Oranges are technically a berry. I will say no. What?
Yes, they
Oh.
are. And Anthony knew that.
What?
He gets the point, so it's Deb 3, Anthony 4.
There
Why
we
do
go.
we need to know that information?
Well, now you know.
Question 5. The Kentucky Derby is this weekend. Now, what is the traditional drink of the Kentucky Derby?
Mint julep.
That's correct.
Woohoo!
Sadly, Anthony guessed milk, which I don't think is the traditional drink. So Deb gets the point. Look at there. It's all tied.
Oh.
Deb 4, Anthony 4, and Anthony, as you know, rule number 1, and the only rule in Can't Be Deb is all ties go to Deb.
I'd
So
rather have milk than the mint julep.
unfortunately, today you don't have what it takes to beat Deb.
Sorry, Anthony.
But well played. Well played,
absolutely.
Anthony. Well, it's time for those famous words,
I'm Anthony from the South Side, and I can't beat Deb.
but it was a good try at that.
Yeah.
That tie rule always gets in the way.
Oh, it
It's
does.
if you'd like to be a contestant, go to the website, WFMS.com. We'll get you signed up for Can't Beat Deb.
And I still don't think oranges are berries.
Yeah.